And weird thing. So smart TV. So we already know. You know the story. If you watch George Orwell's 1984, I haven't had too many weird things happen. Except it would turn on by itself. It would turn off by itself. And just sitting here in front of it, I'm used to it timing out on its own or whatever. But this time, as soon as I went to try to stream, it turned itself on, and then it tried to go to some baking show, and I'm like, I'm not. And I just sat there and watched it because I was like, okay, it turned itself on now. Not only did it turn itself on, but it's heading over to an actual channel, and I'm like, let me see where it goes. And then I started thinking, different things in my mind, like maybe somebody has, a remote outside or something, and they're linking it to my TV and just messing with me. Um, and then I thought, hey, it's something stupid like that's just the way they're made, just like TVs and phones all meant to spot whatever's not anything really going on here, right? So it goes over to the baking show, and I stop it in the middle. But the weird thing about it was that initially, when the screen came up, it showed Cheaters, which was what I was watching before, and that kind of makes sense. But then it switched over to the baking show on its own. But anyhow, I don't watch none of that stuff. And then when I tried to stop it or pause it, it just froze on the Roku station. But anyways, I was about to laugh at something, and I forgot what I was about to laugh at because that happened in the middle of my thought. Can I remember what I was about to laugh at? It was something funny on TikTok, I think. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, tell me why the Great American Baking Show started again, and I just turned it off. This is crazy. So let me. This is so weird. Whatever it's doing, I put it back home. So listen. So I don't know. Remember what it was I was talking about with TikTok because that distracted me. But yeah. So here's another thing with TikTok. I don't know if this was my original train of thought or not, but TikTok has this AI filter, right? And I thought it was pretty dope. People was doing a filter and they would come up looking really, really dope, right? But you know how folks do, they want to always use it for creepy stuff, so they started using it for creepy things. Now, when it was dope and I thought it was just dope, I wanted to try it myself. Not for the creepy stuff because I didn't know about the creepy stuff. But whenever I try to use the AI filter, it wouldn't work. It would just like freeze, just like the TV just froze. It would just freeze, right? Or it would say it was processing and never processed. I thought I was the only one. I've had that happen on a couple of different things on TikTok, so I've just figured, whatever. But I'm not the only one because there's a couple other people that they complain about. And then some of the stuff is really accurate where people are trying to see things that aren't there. Like one person took it to like a cemetery and the same thing happened there. So does that mean there's a lot going on here or does it mean there's nothing? I'm thinking there was nothing because I always feel peaceful. But whatever. Just thought it was kind of creepy. And I don't like creepy stuff, but that stuff keeps popping up on my thing. But anyhow, ooh, I see a comment. My goodness, somebody's actually here and it got hidden. Okay, so that means it was a bad comment, which is sad. Oh no, it's not a bad comment. This person's name is Good Love, which again, I'm naive, so that could mean something stupid. But hey, Good Love, how you doing? That's a nice name if it's good for good stuff. And I like the brown hand wave. Oh, this is so creepy. So listen. Okay, so just now, right? As I was sitting here, all of a sudden, the TV added the Paramount channel to itself, right? That shit is creepy. And so then, I tried to delete it, right? And then it moved me to, oh, this is so scary. All right, so that was so weird, but it has free stuff on it. I don't want to add in stuff that you actually have to pay for and whatever, because I am not trying to pay for no shit. Says the girl that last weekend paid for a whole bunch of food just because it was their birthday, just because they want to feel like they celebrated something. But anyhow, so yeah, that was creepy. Why would it even add like specific channels like that? Like, I wish there was a way. And then this person, this Good Love person that was here, and now they're gone. Their hand is brown, which I like. But when I went to their channel, it's like they just created a fake channel out of nowhere for nothing, for no reason. But anyways, is that you, good love? This is scary because even like being on like a live is scary on YouTube because you don't know who's there, and so you see one person and you're like, "Is that you? Is that you? Are you there?" Oh, good. It's screen black. Yeah, it's black on purpose because when I'm at home, I don't wear clothes. And so in previous years, I've always been very okay, good, because that's scary. If you know what I'm saying, how that's scary, because you know how people like the ghost people go into the room and be like, "Hi, if you're there, say something." And I live alone too, so that makes it scarier because and they say you're not supposed to talk about stuff like that. But yeah, it's black on purpose. I have it covered up because when I'm at home, I don't dress, and I mean literally, I don't wear clothes. And so in previous years and decades, I really didn't care. I would have the camera open. It didn't matter to me. And part of it was the healing process. Like I've always been very open and very natural. But then what started happening was people were approaching this live stream like it was something different. And they knew that it wasn't, but they were. And so it gave gave it the wrong, they started attracting weird people, which, I'm a weird person myself, but you get where I'm going with that. So yeah. And so it wouldn't be intentional, or anything like that, but things would just slip up and whatever. So just keep it covered, keep it safe. I host on an app that kind of operates like that. I have been following you for. Now that's scary too because I've never seen you, and so what you're doing, sir or ma'am or whoever you are, I know you are pretty from head to toe. No, I'm not. At one time I may have been, but I'm not anymore. I've gotten older. I'm almost 50 now. I just had a birthday not too long ago. I'm almost 50. I gained 50 pounds. And, I was just thinking about me, and this is going to be my thought. I do a thought of the day for myself, and I post it different places. But for me, this is so fitting because I was thinking about courage, and this saying I think is perfect for me, kind heart. And I saw this, and actually, it's not original, but it fits me perfectly. Kind heart, fierce mind, brave spirit. That's me. That's absolutely me. I'm trying to think in my mind like something I want to design for that. I mean, it's nothing that I can do. I mean, because really, what I'm thinking is that me being here like this, like I said, I've made it to almost 50 years old. So, you know, evidently God or somebody wants me here because there's been people that are far more secure than me, with a lot of more people that love them than me. And they are no longer with us. So God must want me to be here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I have another nice person in here speaking. I can't believe this. This is the most most participation I've had in a while. It's so sad sometimes, you guys. Like there'll be one person in here talking, and I don't think about it because I'm on here to pass time, and so I'll be talking back and forth, and they're amazed because they're like, "This is the first time I've ever had somebody on a live stream actually talk back to me." And then I broke it down to them, and I was like, because people usually have thousands of people in, and the stream is going so fast. The person who's doing it, they can't don't even see your message. And then two, because they actually have a topic. Me, I'm just here passing time is what I'm doing. So thank you. 50 more. And I hope they're good 50 more. I don't know. So far I'm okay, but the normal aging process is taking place. I've gained weight. I'm a little you know, normal aging things. I'm perimenopausal, so there's that. And I'm sure, even though I like to think I have a fierce mind, your heart and mind are tied together, and sometimes it can bring that down. But I'm good. Wow, look at these people. Where are these people coming from? This is so weird. Alonzo the Dark Knight. Oh, I remember Alonzo the Dark Knight, unless it's the same person under another name. I remember your name. I like that name. Then Louis V Baby. I don't know Louis V Baby, but hey, how are you? You still beautiful in your age. Well, Alonzo, that is so sweet of you to say. Even though you can't see me, but that's okay. And but it's sweet though because you know what? And I've posted this before that people live or up or down to your expectations of them. You know what I'm saying? Your words have a lot of power. They talk about on TikTok. I used to watch TikTok a lot. I do occasionally now, but I'm not as engrossed engrossed into it as I used to be. But, they talk about hoodoo and black people, and hoodoo is like, I guess, the regular African American version of voodoo, and how words are powerful. Your words have power and spells and curses. Then when you talk about church, they said that the African American church basically is a version of that, which may be true because there's some weird things that go on there. But yeah, um, the still same person of last week. I don't remember you from last week, Alonzo. I don't think we chatted on here last week, unless you visited somebody else's. Probably got another boring live live stream mixed up with mine. But no, I don't remember you from last week. I remember you from a long time ago, like a year ago. Like you pop in every 6 or 7 months or something. So, but yeah, but I appreciate you though. It feels good. I'm gonna tell you, it feels good to see familiar names on here. And sometimes, like I said, I am a little naive. Sometimes I see a name and I'll be so happy because they look familiar, but then it turns out to be like somebody being weird. So, God, good love says, stay humble. You are awesome. Thank you. I'm sorry to scare you. No, I'm good. Like I said, I'm 50, near 50, and I'm still on this earth. And there are people out there that have a lot more money than me. Their place is cleaner than me. They actually have nice cars. They, wear expensive jewelry and cologne and perfume and have lots of people that love and care about them. And they are no longer on this earth. So that means that God truly loves me. And so, you know, I'm human, so I do get scared sometimes, but I know that God loves me. And when it's time for me to go, it's time to go. But I'm surely gonna enjoy my life here as long as I have. Yeah, it was a long time, Alonzo. But that's okay. I still remember the name, and that's good. It's just good to see, familiar names. And I want to tell a real sad story about familiar names, but it all ties back down to this quote that when people don't get love, they're willing to lick it off of knives. If they're not fed love with a spoon, they're willing to lick it off of knives. And it's a scary thought, but it's kind of true, even if it's unintentional sometimes. I talked about something that happened last week, and and I shared it. and I didn't have a bad feeling about it. And I know it was really sad when I said it. Basically, there was a situation where it was like an end of a day. Everything was really, really, really quiet. And I had a great day. You know what I'm saying? And because I had a great day, I was all happy and chipper. And, you know, there was a person, and the sentiment might have been shared by many, but this person was the only one I could actually hear. But they were just like, oh, um, like there she goes being happy again, or they're just annoyed. And it reminds me of, back in high school, there was a girl named, I'm not gonna say her name, she was really, really heavy set. And I never thought about it. Back then it was different. It was a cultural difference because, culturally different. And I was always happy, and whatever. And they were like, I hate Maria because she's always happy. It could be raining cats and dogs outside and she's happy. But really, what did I have to complain about? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and really right now, even in life, I don't have a lot to complain about. I mean, just the mere fact that I've made it to almost 50 years old, that's amazing to me. And then when I watch, the lives of other people, when I watch, like I said, TikTok, I don't watch as much as I used to, but when I used to watch TikTok like hours on end, unintentionally. But, when I look at people's lives and the stories about all the different things that they've gone through, I'm so very fortunate. And one of the things that I cried about a lot, and maybe not externally cried, but when I say cry, I mean, that hurt me, was losing my mom. It's nothing like losing your parent when they're still alive, to be disowned. Y'all, my TV screen just changed again on its own, right? And my heater is turning itself on. It's about to come on in 1 second. You guys, I don't know what's going on. This is really weird. But I don't know. I guess, and if it keeps being weird, I guess I'll get used to it. I mean, that's just life, I guess. But yeah, so I feel very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. Just the fact, like I said, you know, I haven't had a bad life. There's been things that have happened that have, that I didn't foresee that perhaps, are not things that are great, but it's not a bad life. All those things, everything that happened in my life, and I could just think of one major event and everything kind of spirals out from it. But I mean, it's for a reason, you know? And I'm very thankful, for the life that I live. I'm very thankful for the love that I give. I'm thankful for me. I love me so much. And that's my new thing is that, you know, when I think about how much I used to say that I love you at the end of my live streams, for people that need it, I really meant it, by the way. I did mean it. But the truth of the matter is, to love me first, to love me so much. And it's good for me to love other people, but to love me so much that the love kind of flows over, to them if they need it. If they don't need it, it's okay. More love for me. But I'm thankful. And, I think being kind is a luxury. And I think that, like I said, that quote that I saw that really is really me. Kind heart, fierce mind, and brave spirit. At least for a little bit longer. I hope I keep all those things. But having a kind heart is a luxury. Not everybody can afford to have it. And I'm still rich enough to have a kind heart after 50 years. Somebody somewhere was watching out for me. Because life is rough. I see things that people go through. But then again, somebody, like I said, everybody, back to the old biblical things where they said, God doesn't give you more than you can bear. I mean, everybody has it rough to a certain extent. And from the outside looking in, people may see things worse than you see it, or it might impact them harder because they're seeing it with their eyes versus being in the situation and knowing that it's making them stronger. Tina Marie had a song called Cast My Irons in the Fire. And that's true. Things are supposed to. Oh, yeah, I remember the song now. It's coming to my mind. But yeah, but people are supposed to get stronger. We're supposed to be tried. And I'll say of lives and the way lives go, on a rating of 1 to 10, I give my life a good 8. I'm not rich, I'm not well sought after, none of those things, but my life is peaceful. It's beautiful. I have knowledge of myself, and I've aged enough to know, what is okay and what's not okay, and what and I will not allow myself to divert over. But the thing about it is, I also have an understanding that the world can be a cruel place, and that there are things that can happen as a result, of you standing your ground. But I love me. I really truly. Tony Braxton had. Oh, I'm just dedicating all these songs to me. Tony Braxton had a song called "I Love Me Some Him." I love me some me. And talking back about Snoop Dogg, I love his quote. I want to thank me for being so great, so awesome, so everything. We gotta love ourselves, and it feels so good. Like last night, I was talking about how it got late night, and I was watching like random people on Kick live streams, and there was a guy from Africa. And as I was sitting there, I wasn't going to make any comments about anybody personally, but this girl said, or this woman, or whoever this other human being said, was, wow, look at that smile. And I was like, wow, that is a great smile. And, or something similar to that. I don't remember what I exactly said, but basically, I was just sitting there. I didn't realize I was sitting there smiling and watching this live stream. And so it's just, I feel that way about me too, and it's not from me looking from the outside in, but it's me feeling my spirit and my energy and knowing what kind of person that I am. You know, to me, at the end of the day, that's the most beautiful thing, to know who I am and know the person that I am and to have peace. I mean, how amazing is that? There's another song I'm dedicating to myself. Luther Vandross, So Amazing. Yes, you know. And I'm excited about life. I remember being little and just being so excited about the next day. That's how I feel now. I feel excited about life, the air I breathe, the thoughts I believe, the words I read, the things I achieve. I'm excited about life. Excited. And somebody on here said, they wish me 50 more. And you know how some people would think that's a curse? I don't. If God is willing for me to be here and wants me to be here, I'm here. Let's do it. Let's get it. So yeah, all of that. Life is good. And I tell you, if I get a used phone or I look through all my old garbage phones, phones that I don't even use anymore, and I find my old LG phone, I love it. Those ringtones. If you got a LG phone, which I'm sure probably hardly nobody has now, but the ringtones are so good. I keep hearing it in my head. Life is good. And then they have different versions of it. And you can't even find it online though. Like they don't have all the ringtone versions online. But yeah, that's gonna be. I got to get me a another LG phone just for the ringtones. And when I get them, I'm gonna record every single ringtone. But anyways, I said enough. And I love myself. And I have so much love for me. And hopefully, how they say you can feel truth. Hopefully, you guys can feel it. But, back to that thought of the day, that will be for today. And actually it's today. It's going to be kind heart, fierce mind, brave spirit. Yes, I love it. Anyways, good night.